how much emphasis do you guys put on that visual side of what you do? Because you're a very striking visual band. Do you kind of concern yourself with that? Like, does the image of what you do and the visual, and how does that kind of concern you? What does it mean to you, that visual side of what you do?
Well, I mean, at least for me, it's always been a part of what I mean, before I actually knew I wanted to do music as like a career or whatever, I thought I wanted to be like a visual artist. So I went to art school and I learned like painting and whatever, Photoshop and drawing and stuff like that. I mean, I've been drawing since I was little. Like that's like what I always thought I'd probably end up doing. But it never really like gave me that, like I love doing it, but it's not something that like gives me like I like having those skills to be able to help, like it's cool to be able, like I can design our own merch or blah blah blah, but so I don't know, I've always been just a very visual person, and I don't think there's a right or wrong with any band, but at least I just always knew that it was going to be a big part of whatever band I had started. And it's important to us and important to me. But I don't think that it's like something you have to do. I think it's cool though.
I do think really cool that if you're going to be live performing, it's important that you're putting on a show, as far back as you can go when people went on a show, they performed, and it's a visual experience. And so, when you're performing, the way you're moving, if you're just standing still, it's just not that entertaining. And what you're wearing really, reflects that too. Because a lot of times people that don't regularly listen to music see what they hear. And I feel like that's the first step, especially, I mean, weirdly, even at these festivals too. And I feel like early on, that's what really helped us move forward, was that a lot of people were more fascinated by the visual, and then they took a second to listen to the music.
You guys have that kind of Iggy Pop, early Manic Street Preachers, that kind of bands that you associate with good music, but also the visual side. You know what I mean? Everybody that I know that's seen you guys live, it's a show. It's a show. It's a musical experience, and I don't know how that feels for you to hear. It sounds like that's kind of what you wanted, that musical experience.
Yeah. I don't know. I always kind of like to view it as like, you're stepping into our world for a night. It's like an escape.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.